Hold up.
Sonya Deville is presently a regular member of both Raw and SmackDown. Along with Adam Pearce, Sonya holds an important on-screen authority figure in WWE. Even though she doesn't wrestle much now, she was a full-time performer a couple of years ago. First, Sonya was in NXT for 2 years. She enjoyed a decent run in the developmental brand before making a debut with the stable Absolution. Following her run with the stable, she remained in a tag team with Mandy Rose, and then they eventually had a feud. Sonya Deville is an interesting character on the screen. So without further ado, let's take a look at 9 things you need to know about Daddy Sonya Deville. Number 9. She was an MMA fighter. It's common for MMA fighters to make a transition to professional wrestling. Ronda Rousey, Ken Shamrock, Shayna Baszler, and Matt Riddle are prime examples of athletes who have altered their careers from MMA to pro wrestling. Likewise, Sonya Deville is also a former MMA fighter. She started training in mixed martial arts from the age of 16. While Sonya wasn't a high-level fighter like the above-mentioned names, she fought for CFL. She competed in 3 MMA fights in her career and won 2 of them. Number 8. Former Tough Enough participant. Following her brief career, Sonya Deville stepped foot in the world of wrestling, and it happened through WWE's show Tough Enough. Deville was in the 6th season of the competition. Due to her MMA background, she was certainly a favorite, but, unfortunately, she wasn't the winner of the show. The likes of Velveteen Dream, Mandy Rose, Chelsea Green were also parts of the same Tough Enough season. Despite not winning, Sonya Deville was offered a WWE contract later. She began training and eventually debuted in NXT. Therefore, she was a homegrown talent of WWE. Number 7. She 28 years old. When Sonya Deville signed for NXT in 2015, she was quite young. Being born in September 1993, she was just 22 years old at that time. Right now, Sonya is just 28 years old with years of experience under her belt as a WWE superstar. Sonya Deville is younger than most of her female peers on the main roster. She is younger than the likes of Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and many more. Considering she is yet to hit 30, Deville can wrestle for many years in the future, although she has developed a corporate role on TV in recent times. Number 6. Mandy Rose is her real-life best friend. Ever since starting her WWE career, Mandy Rose has been part of the journey with Sonya Deville. The 2 women were in the same season of Tough Enough in 2015, starting their friendship there. But right after their debuts with Absolution, Rose and Deville were inseparable. Their tag team was called Fire and Desire. Besides their friendship on WWE TV, Deville and Rose have been best friends in real life as well. Deville frequently posts pictures with her real-life BFF Mandy Rose on Instagram. Number 5. She is an entrepreneur. Other than being a sports entertainer, Sonya Deville is also an entrepreneur. She has a donut company. Sonya Deville and her best friend Mandy Rose are co-owners of the donut company called Mandy's Donuts. They opened a donut store last year. Being athletes themselves, they sell healthy and gluten-free donuts. Number 4. The birth name. Sonya Deville is a catchy name in the ring, but it is not her real name. Like a majority of WWE superstars, Deville uses a different ring name for her character. She has an Italian background, and her birth name is Daria Baronato. While fighting in MMA, she fought under her real name. She also used it in Tough Enough. Even though she wrestled under the real name in her early NXT days, she officially started using the ring name, Sonya Deville, in 2017. Number 3. She is 5 feet 7 inches. Throughout her MMA days, Sonya Deville fought in the flyweight division. She weighs around 130 pounds. On the other hand, Sonya Deville's height is 5 feet and 7 inches. She certainly has a tall stature for a female wrestler, and she is one of the tallest female superstars on the current roster. Deville is taller than female superstars like Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Asuka, and her BFF Mandy Rose. She is the same height as Bianca Belair, number 2. Yet to win a title. Sonya Deville currently has a non-wrestling role on WWE TV, but she has a full-time wrestling experience of 5 years, both in the developmental brand and the main roster. In those 5 years of her in-ring career, Deville excelled as both a singles wrestler and a tag team superstar. However, she is yet to win a title in WWE. She didn't win the NXT Women's Championship in the previous black and gold brand. Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose were in the inaugural women's tag team title match at Elimination Chamber 2019 but didn't win the match. If Fire and Desire ever reunite in the future, the fans might see her winning the women's tag team golds. Number 1. Sonya Deville is possibly single. Sonya Deville is the first openly lesbian female superstar in WWE. Deville is likely to be single right now. But she was in a relationship a couple of years ago, which was shown on the show Total Divas. She was dating Ariana Johnson. Apart from the reality show, fans saw their cozy pictures on her social media platform. In her NXT days, Sonya was in relationship with Zara Schreiber, who reportedly also dated Seth Rollins in the past.